HarperCollins presents Girl in the Walls by A.J. Gnuse. Read by Jill Winternitz. Part 1. Subject: You are not alone. Listen. We know there are people who hide in our homes. They crawl into attic spaces, tuck themselves behind yard equipment and garages, flit between the rooms of the house, just outside the reach of sight. Some of us have found nests tucked in the backs of bedroom closets behind the hanging clothes, or in the void space beneath the stairs, in that sliver between a living room sofa and the wall. We have found half-empty water bottles and candy wrappers and the remains of leftover food cooked the day before. I found my own wrinkled clothes pressed flat to the floor and stinking like somebody else's sweat. Look in the places behind furniture, the spaces beneath beds, every deep crevice of a house. No guarantee that once one place has been checked, someone will not sneak right back into it. You can stay home all day and still not find them. They are clever and patient, and they know the insides of your home better than you ever will. But you have to find them. You have to root them out. J.T. A nest beneath a house. The cat, blinking in the afternoon light, padded away down the long length of the gravel driveway. Her paws found the small, flat spaces between the rocks, and the girl, from her vantage point at the guest room window, could hear nothing. It was like a silent film she was lucky enough to look out the window to catch. But she thought about how, even if she were out there, lying on her back on the lawn with her eyes closed, beside the lilies the boy's mother, Mrs. Laura, had planted along the edge of the driveway, she still wouldn't hear any sound that would cue her that the cat was passing just an arm's reach away. She loved that. The calico had appeared in her view as it trod free from the azalea bushes along the side of the house. The girl knew enough about the house, not only the rooms, but the insides of the floors and walls between them, to know a small hole in the house's foundation that could allow enough space for an animal to crawl in. Had she already seen the cat's nest? There'd been a flattened gray mound of half-decayed insulation she'd noticed a few days back beneath the floorboards. The girl would need to keep an eye out for the animal so she could learn its routines and schedule. She didn't want to encroach by journeying down below when it was napping, when it was clearly trying to be alone. But the cat was across the road, trotting up the steep side of the levee and disappearing over its lip into the batcher. Now, since it was gone, the girl wanted to see where it had been. Tuesday afternoon, the day the youngest of the Masons, Eddie, took piano lessons. She'd go down anyway, even though she heard them there, Eddie and the piano teacher, sitting at the piano in the dining room. They'd both be facing that wall, the one in which she would descend. Tuesday afternoons used to be a safe time to take the trip, as Mr. Nick was at his after-school meetings, Mrs. Laura outside in the garden, Marshall at the car wash, and Eddie, typically, tucked away in his bedroom reading. The piano lessons, an early birthday present, had changed that routine. But the girl was stubborn. She left the guest room and entered the hallway, the balls of her bare feet treading silently against the floorboards. She opened the door to the attic and climbed the stairs, pulled free the plywood floorboard, and revealed the entrance down into her walls. She'd time her descent, along with the piano teacher's melodies, and with Eddie's attempts to mimic them. This was her house. She'd done things much harder than this. Inside the walls,
Sample complete. Ready to continue?